What's going on, people? I hope everyone's doing good and stuff like that. It's your boy, the Messenger. You know what I mean? And I'm back with some more messages and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, so let's just get into this. Yeah, so the most frequent question asked by women in relationship or dealing with someone, seeing someone or talking to someone and stuff like that, they are looking for clarity. Does he really love me? Is he really into me and stuff like that? You know what I mean? And when it comes to that question, is that person, what you need to realize is, I'm trying to say is that person is very much into you, you know. Otherwise, they would have, they would not have shown interest. I'm trying to say. But whether or not he was genuine from the start and stuff like that, that's one thing you have to look deeper in. And I know sometimes you might be unsure with the person that we're dealing with, their intention and stuff like that. I'm trying to say, and we may have many questions and stuff like that based on situation and events that's taking place in both of you lot's life and stuff like that. But what you need to realize is both of you are living different lives. I'm trying to say, and sometimes not everything is visible. I'm trying to say, not everything is said in a relationship and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So your person could be going through stuff, and might not say what they're going through and stuff like that. And so it might cause them to withdraw and stuff like that, or they might feel some type of way with your action and stuff like that, and it might seem like they're not into you and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But that's not always the case. I'm trying to say, it doesn't mean that person is not, doesn't love you or anything like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just what is happening in a person's personal life. And sometimes you just have to look at your own action. I'm trying to say, nowadays we communicate through text messages, phone calls and stuff like that. So you might have said something that person didn't like and stuff like that, or vice versa. I'm trying to say, and that would have caused them to pull back and stuff like that. Their energy and stuff like that. Because if a person feels like they're giving too much, it's gonna make them think, why am I doing too much? And that person is doing less. I'm trying to say, she's doing less or whatever. I'm trying to say. So nowadays everyone wants a 50-50. I'm trying to say, type of relationship and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be used and stuff like that. I'm trying to say. So it's just one of those things. But I think when it comes to the question is, does that person still love you, or does that person love you? If that person told you they loved you from the beginning, then it still remains. But there's certain things that you may have to tweak a little bit, and look deeper in. And some of you women might want to know how you can make the relationship stronger and bring spark back into the relationship and stuff like that. And for most men, it's all about, men want women that genuinely care and, I'm trying to say, do nice things for them and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Make a man feel like he's loved and stuff like that. I'm trying to say. So the thing like that, it might seem like a little thing. It might not seem like such a big thing, but it's sometimes the little things count. I'm trying to say. So, just do nice things for him, treat him to his favorite things and stuff like that. Treat him to a nice meal. Listen to the things that he says he likes and stuff like that. And I'm trying to say, and treat him to those things. So it's just sometimes it's the little things that count. And to bring a little spark back into the relationship is, you might want to dress up. When you're getting intimate and stuff like that, bring spark in the relationship and stuff like that. And make it interesting. Every now and then surprise him and stuff like that. So it's just one of those things. So yeah, man. So let it get boring and stuff like that. So yeah, man. So it's just one of those things. And that's real talk. That's facts. Message.